got a plan and a twisted mind, chasing down the guilty, leaving them behind. In the shadows he plays the part, a hero and a monster torn apart. But the truth won't fade and the line's so thin. Is he the hunter or is he the sin? With every step he's closer to the edge, living in the shadows, a quiet pledge. He's got a dark passenger taking control, a blood-stained hand, a heart turned cold. But he's fighting for justice in his own way. On the edge of night, he's leading the way. The truth won't fade and the line's so thin. Is he the hunter or is he the sin? With every step he's closer to the edge, living in the shadows, a quiet pledge. He's got a dark passenger taking control, a blood-stained hand, a heart turned cold. But he's fighting for justice in his own way. On the edge of night, he's leading the way. The code, the shadows, it's all laid bare. In a world of darkness, he'll always care. Dexter, the man with the twisted view, fighting for justice, but at what cost too? The code, the shadows, it's all laid bare. In a world of darkness, he'll always care. Dexter, the man with the twisted view, fighting for justice, but at what cost too? In the night, when the world's asleep, he walks alone with secrets he keeps. A man with a mask, a life on the line, fighting the urge, but it's hard to define. Underneath the calm, there's a storm inside, a darkness he can never hide. The truth is cruel, but the code is clear. For the ones who hurt, he has no fear. He's got a dark passenger taking control, a blood-stained hand, a heart turned cold. But he's fighting for justice in his own way. On the edge of night, he's leading the way. Dexter's got a plan and a twisted mind, chasing down the guilty, leaving them behind. In the shadows he plays the part, a hero and a monster torn apart. But the truth won't fade and the line's so thin. Is he the hunter or is he the sin? With every step he's closer to the edge, living in the shadows, a quiet pledge. He's got a dark passenger taking control, a blood-stained hand, a heart turned cold. But he's fighting for justice in his own way. On the edge of night, he's leading the way. The truth won't fade and the line's so thin. Is he the hunter or is he the sin? With every step he's closer to the edge, living in the shadows, a quiet pledge. He's got a dark passenger taking control, a blood-stained hand, a heart turned cold. But he's fighting for justice in his own way. On the edge of night, he's leading the way. The code, the shadows, it's all laid bare. In a world
Lycans and gentlemen, children of the night, nocturnals, night terrors, and all things that go bump in the night, welcome to your monthly treatment of shock therapy. The doctor will see you now. Show me your woes, and I'll cure all that ails you. Consider me your night watchman for this evening's festivities here at Mind's Eye Theater. I invite you to violate curfew along with me for this graveyard shift. So, oh man, I am every single episode of this season has just been a banger. I'm stunned that they have been able to keep the momentum up this long. There's been no lapse, no dragging, no feeling of the season or the episodes being dragged out, and I cannot commend this series, this writer, the actors involved. I cannot commend them enough. The fact that you would have a presence like Kristen Ritter on the show, and not that she was disposable, but I thought for sure that she was going to be like the highlight of the show. And the fact that they could have her, her play her part and not, how can I put this? Make an impression, but they pretty much removed her as quickly as they introduced her, which admittedly was unfortunate. But the fact that they can have a character such as her make her impression and then do what this show does to characters or anyone that gets in Dexter's way or fits the code, I mean, it really does say something about the writing quality that they have just been able to keep and ratchet up the tension of this show. So let's get into what the synopsis is that we have. Dexter redirects his attention as a way to step up as a father. Claudette digs into Miami Metro's past, inching closer to the truth. Prater uncovers information that could put Harrison in danger. Ooh, I didn't see that one coming. Although, for some time, I was concerned about how successful either Dexter and or Harrison would be about keeping all of these separate lives and keeping all of these separate plot threads from colliding with each other. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. And man, this is one episode. I mean, I've been eager to see all of them, but man, I am absolutely here and down for whatever it is that they got for us. So, oh, lovely. Well, let's for now, let's just ignore the the spam that we usually get from Kick. So let's say we get some engagement going, and let's take to the totem pole for what our options are for what the rating for this episode is going to be. Your options include bottom of the burial, shallow grave, and high stakes. So, honestly, how can I go with anything besides high stakes? I mean, I say it week in, week out, and I am happy to say it. This show has just been banging on all cylinders. I commend them for having so many plot threads not hanging, but in motion, and we're seeing how it looks like when each of these plot threads bump into each other. So the fact that it's now confirmed, not only did Dexter and Batista finally come across each other face to face, but now the facades have been removed and the gloves are off, or in Dexter's case, the gloves are on. So and not only that, but the episode ended with Batista dropping a AirPods, I believe, in Dexter's car. So now he can track his movements. So the totem pole is now available for you fine fiends to vote in. I will be making mention of it throughout the watch party. So, what say that I get a couple of things in order. Naturally, I invite you to stream the show along with me. You can queue it up on Paramount Plus, and let me take care of a couple housekeeping items, which gives you time to get your popcorn and soda pop ready. So, this watch party is brought to you in partnership with Hotness TV. It being the back to school season, the end of summer, and Labor Day around the corner, there are opportunities for all of you fine folks to get your hands on either Jabra headsets or Samsung devices. I mention that because I happen to have sponsorships with both. So if you're in the market, I would direct your attention to the description of this video, where I have links to the sponsorships for both Jabra headsets as well as Samsung devices. If you choose to support, if you're in the market, it serves as a nice kickback for the channel. Additionally, the Mind's Eye Theater is a proud affiliate of the upcoming horror documentary Mental Health and Horror. So once that comes out, I will do a watch party for it, as well as, drumroll please, a watch party. You'll notice up top the support link, so if you're of a mood, I'll just consider it your pound of flesh. Streamlabs, which is one of the pieces of software that I use to do the streams, the watch parties, they were nice enough to give me my own merch store. So I am hard at work to refine some of my designs, and once those are out of the way, I will get to doing new merch designs that I have in mind, and those will be coming post Labor Day, just in time for the 5-year anniversary of when I started doing the YouTubes. So I am coming to you live, streaming on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Kick, X Rumble, and Locals. In the enduring battle between Incarnate and the almighty algorithm, my fans are my strongest weapon. Therefore, I ask for you to get them likes up. Therefore, without further ado, I now present to you this creature presentation. Igor, throw the switch. Okay. And we are starting now. Yeah, I mean, last week's episode where you had Dexter come across the detective that was on Harrison's case. Oof, man. That was some nail-biting stuff. But Dexter played it off. Hmm. Oh, this is still going on. Huh. We'll see about that. Hmm. Huh. Uh-oh. Yep. Which has been whittling down and further down as the episodes go, which has to be putting somebody on alert. That was insane. I was not expecting Dexter to have been so bold as to challenge this guy in daylight with an audience. Hmm. I am curious as to who Claudette is going to side with. Because now that Dexter has planted like a seed of doubt in her mind, is she going to perhaps believe that maybe Batista's the one that's in the wrong? We'll see. Good luck with that, Batista. Yeah, it makes sense that they would use this as a form of exposition. Catching everybody up on recent events. Hmm. Strange that he hasn't been tracking Harrison. Hmm. Oof. Or ritual. Of course. That was funny. Hmm. Well, good police work. Now what? Now what is Claudette looking into as far as Batista's concerned? Hmm. I'm like with very very minor details. Hmm. With very minor details. This episode, man, this has probably been the best season since. This has probably been the best season since seven. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, it is interesting how Dexter has kind of been able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Cut loose a little bit, less stringent, because the only facade he's at, ironically, the only facade he's had to keep up is that of a fellow serial killer. Oh damn. Oh my god. Yeah, for for real. Uh-oh. Of course this tubby doughboy would be hungry at any time, to be honest. I do like the title. I do like the title placed over the sewer grain, and I do like the episode title placed over the over venues. Uh-oh. Oh. Mhm. Gala. Uh-oh. Do we have an event that he's going to be protected at that Dexter needs to somehow get to in the following episodes? Oh no. Oh no. Don't fail me. Hmm. Yeah. I do hope that he gets to have more layers now that we have 3 episodes left in the season. Hmm. Hmm. I know, it's crazy, right? Hmm. I mean, who do they think that they're dealing with? Incel? Really? Oh. Very true. Oh. Mm-hmm. She hasn't been that much like Sarah Michelle Gellar's casting in Original Sin. Uma Thurman's been kind of wasted in. I mean, not that I expected much from her, but eh, she's just there. God, please stop hanging out with this single mother. Damn. Yeah, it ain't happening. Yes, he is. I thought you were gonna say, yeah, it is your fault. I I restate my previous statement. Yeah, the whole relationship with the single mom kind of pointless. Hmm. Interesting. Devious Dexter. So, ooh, funny. I am wondering if he is, if this is going to end up with him, him setting up Batista. Oh, and what is Claudette going to say to him? What the hell? Oh God. Hmm. Listening to like music that you wouldn't expect from her, I don't know. It's like an attempt to give her a personality, but oh, keeping secrets. Uh, yeah. Wah wah wah. Yeah, like they're trying so hard to make this chick interesting, and I'm afraid not, man. Like seriously, it's not clicking. Huh. Already in motion. Funny. He thought that he was like scoping out a prey or something. There's something going on with this guy's family. Um, hmm. So I have been watching a couple of videos since last watch party. Yeah. What was I saying? The I've been watching a number of theory videos about who the New York Ripper is. I didn't realize that people were so engaged with that. Oh Lord, can we please stop with the politics, man? If there's one show that is not about that, it's Dexter. Anyway, I I wonder I wonder what like if this girl's mother, Blessing, if he has a dark side or if he could possibly be the New York Ripper. I've been hearing theories that it's the son of the Trinity Killer. Uh-oh. Oh. I thought she was I thought she was going to reveal it. That was a lie. Oh. Or it was a or it was a lie. Hmm. Mm-mm. Okay. A bit much. Right. More pressing matters, pun intended. Nice. Yeah, you're gonna need extra space for that tub of lard. Uh-oh. Harrison. Uh-oh. Hmm. What could he possibly mean? Oh God. Eek. I know exactly where that is. Oh my God. That is so funny. Damn. Mm-hmm. Ew. What is he dipping his mozzarella stick in? Pause. That was a weird gesture. I was just about to say, devours everything in devours everything in sight, just like his father. I'm surprised he hasn't told him what's going on. Well done. Although he could have a tail, Uma Thurman. Oh man, what if they find out about Harrison, and then they realize that the red, the quote unquote dark passenger that Dexter is impersonating, has never been been recorded, or it has no records of having a child. Hmm. Oh. Huh. Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. Dexter. The freaking admonishment. Jeez, I know exactly where that is. Uh-oh. Hmm. Someone's targeting him. Hmm. Oh, this is curious. What's going on? Nice. What a waste. Yeah, you understand. You freak show. Damn. Oh no. Is he gonna try to switch targets now? Oh, what the hell? What the hell was that? He threw his phone out? Hmm. He gets away scot free, really? Yeah, for real. Nice. So helpful. Uh-oh. Someone's upset. The way that he said that. Damn. Hmm. Uh-oh. Hmm. Mhm. I wonder why that would be. Uh-oh. Huh. Something tells me that there's more to that. I'm not saying that he's the New York Ripper. Just saying. Uh-oh. Hmm. Hmm. The humor on this show. Your version of hangry, really? He's gonna rip the page. Oh, what does that say? Vinny Valentine? Uh-oh. Jesus, Dexter. Jeez, nice Peggy Bundy blouse. Jeez. I'm sorry. Jeez. Damn. Damn. Jeez, don't screw up, Dexter. God, her the way that she dresses. Oh my God, is leopard print, is cheetah print something that like everyone's dressing in? What? Mhm. No, is it? Jeez, Miley Cyrus is crushing on him. Mhm. Ooh, that works. What? Oh, check out Mr. Rizzler over here. God, don't tell me that this guy. I'm assuming that this guy's gonna take the place of the other porker. I mean, on Dexter's table. I mean, A flask, really? Uh-oh. That's hysterical. Yo, he turned right around. Yep. And you're being tracked by two people. Yep. I guess he didn't notice when Batista left that there. Uh-oh. We got this going on. Ooh. Oh wait, no, this is Harrison. I thought this was the party with the cops. Oh god. Let's hope that this goes well. What? Oh, damn. Jeez. Well, you don't really look like much of a cop. Anyway, Harrison's really got to get rid of that fishbowl haircut. Mm, mm-hmm. That's one way of looking at it. Hmm. What a dork. I knew it. Oh geez. Just tell me that they're not at the hotel. That's all that I ask. Tell me that they're at her place. Harrison doesn't need any more surprises. Although something tells me he's in for another one. We got about 15 minutes, a little less, on the watch. Guys, if you could make sure to hit the like button on no matter which platform you're watching this on, even on X. In addition, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to vote in the totem poll what your rating for this episode is. Yeah, you needed to use an extra lot of tape for this guy. Oh, he's not gonna kill him. Hmm. Damn. Something tells me Dexter plans on letting him go regardless. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Wow, he looks pretty creepy there. He looks like, oh, from Manhunter. What the hell was he called? The Tooth Fairy? The the fact that it scrunches his face really looks creepy. Damn. Uh-oh. Oh. He let him go. Oh God! Oh God! Damn. Mm-hmm. Yep. He ain't gonna find nothing. Hmm. Oh. Huh. Well then. I thought the car was gonna stay put because not for nothing that would kind of look suspicious, you know? Huh. Okay. He's got the setup. Hmm. All right. He calls it in, and they're gonna. Oh, she's obviously not at the party. So how does this play out? I wonder. You're telling me that he wouldn't have his he wouldn't have her cell phone? Hmm. Eh, this all seems flimsy, you know? Like she's gonna think that he's obsessive. I have to. Huh. Well, he. Huh. Uma Thurman has to play some role in this, you know? Hmm. Smart Dexter. What the hell is all that? Be very careful where you plant that. The earbuds. Bingo. Better get your prints off of that. Hmm. But how? And you probably shouldn't have stepped on all of those, or at least get rid of the evidence. Uh oh. Dude. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Dude, you're a cop. Mm-hmm. Uh, dude. In New York. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. That doesn't prove anything, dude. Hmm. Wow. Okay. Well, this being Dexter, it's doubtful that any that he's cleared up any loose ends. He's probably hopeful that everything's going to turn out well. Where are they? This has to be her place. Oh my god, they are there. Oh, this is not going to end well. They're at the hotel? Uh-oh. Okay. Someone's there. Yep. And he's not the only one. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Still, he has to. Uh-oh. What the hell does that cat? There's something about that cat. Hmm. There's something up. There's a loose thread here somewhere. Damn phone. Mm-hmm. Oh. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Huh. That was before that was before his time. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no. Damn. Oof. That looks really bad on Batista. Hmm. And he was promoted after LaGuardia's death. Uh-oh. Okay, so we have that. Uma Thurman is lurking somewhere. I know it. Yeah, we're in episode 8. Nothing like they're trying to give us a bunch of humor and like happiness so that it lulls us into a false sense of security. This is kind of cool. Like this is like his Robin. What? Oh no. Yep. Damn. What did I say? Whew. Did I call that or what? I knew it. Damn, son. Whew. I knew it was too good to be true. Something had to give. Damn, son. Wow. Yeah, I would this episode. Oh, hold on. Let's get to the end.
And now his watch is ending.
And now their watch is ended.
Yeah. I knew it was too good to be true. Something had to give. This episode was not as tightly packed in terms of pacing or developments. It was mostly Batista focused. Interesting that while Detective Claudette was doing her probes into the past of Miami Metro, that Uma Thurman's character was doing her own investigations, and boy, did that pay off! Wow. Oh man. So, and she like it could have finished where Uma Thurman was like at a distance taking pictures of Dexter with Harrison, but they went straight to the source and had Prater approach Dexter. Well done, bravo. This is worse than Trinity finding out who Dexter was. This is pretty bad. We got 2 episodes left, and man, I'm telling you, I was saying so many of these plot threads are going to begin to coil around each other on a collision course, and now we just got it. This one, how can I put it? Like I said, it wasn't as tightly paced or plot heavy as other episodes, and I knew there was going to be some kind of twist and turn, either in the investigation of either in the investigation that Batista was making on Dexter, or Uma Thurman pursuing Dexter. I was curious as to whether or not those two elements of the plot were going to collide, but that might be down the road. There, like I said, I meant to do something of a request in the comments over what anyone watching, what your thoughts are, what your impressions or what your theories are regarding the New York Ripper, because I'm telling you, I saw so many different channels and so many different videos on YouTube. Like, people really got into that as far as this show and this season were concerned. There were so many theories of people speculating over the identity, and I started to get into it. Something that I felt was a minor plot detail, but it had me wondering, maybe, what is the identity of this mysterious killer? I think that if they decide to go with more episodes of Dexter in New York, that can be something that is built up, and we find out about that in Dexter Resurrection season 2 or season 3. You know what I mean? Down the road, because there's so much going on now. Man, this whole Prater situation, oof. I knew that things were going too well for both Dexter and Harrison. Something had to give. So oh man, that is a major plot twist because now Uma Thurman was right, and their what do you call it? Fraternity, or their social circle of serial killers has been infiltrated. So now this brings everything into question, and it's probably because what Uma Thurman discovered why Al skipped town. Why? Because remember, Al mentioned that he spoke to Prater. So you have to imagine that he decided to head home early because it was suspected that Dexter was up to something. So, oh man, do we have problems now? And we got 2 episodes for that last piece of this puzzle. I knew it wasn't going to be enough for Dexter to kill the final serial killer. Because Prater is the big bad. But much like Miguel Prado, this is a dark presence, a twisted mind that has resources and protection. So this will be interesting to see how it plays out. Good episode, decent episode. Well, I don't want to say that. It was better than decent. It was a cut below the ratcheted up tension and what's the word I'm looking for? The plot heaviness of other episodes, but the Batista angle was played really well. Batista's made to look really bad. I mean, it is, how can I put it? You can say that his obsession with catching Dexter and thinking that he had gotten the drop on him with tracking him. One would think that would have overridden his obsession, would have overridden his cop instincts over how it is that this looks. Calling all of this in without definitive evidence, yeah, it is admittedly, like, we got to call balls and strikes. It is admittedly convenient that he would put himself in a position where he looks bad. I mean, we had the setup last week with Dexter, and the fact that that Batista's retired. And I did wonder about that. Like, yeah, he had the meetup with Masuka and the other guy that I can't remember at the moment, whatever his name is, the pretty boy. It would lead anyone to believe that he was still on the force, because before he headed out to New York, he was seen in Miami meeting up with his former colleagues. But the fact that we did not know for a fact that he was retired, so he's no longer an active police officer. So that looks really bad for him. So but you have to believe that Batista is still very much in play. It's not just that he's going to get admonished by the cops and that's going to be the end of it. He still has this obsessiveness over Dexter. And man, I can't wait for next week's episode, which will be before Memorial Day. I'm supposed to have a camping trip, so I'm hoping to still be able to do the watch party. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as well as my watch of it. So let's get to what's on the scene for the Mind's Eye Theater and the Greater Mind's Eye. So I have done watch parties for my weeks consist of this. On Tuesdays, it's Alien Earth, which God, that show sucks. As good as Dexter, like, it's amazing to start my week off watching Alien Earth, and then it ends with Dexter, which is a great palate cleanser, to be honest. So I have up on my channel watch parties of Alien Earth episodes 1 through 3, as well as the Wednesday show episodes 1 through 3, for all of you fine fiends to take a look at. I have done, in addition to that, reactions to the announcement of the Hellraiser Revival game and a gut reaction to the game trailer. I've done watch parties. I have done a watch party for the film The Inheritance. I did a video called Horoscope August Horror 2025 preview, which obviously the month is winding down with September around the corner. Still, in case you missed anything that is up in terms of video games, movies, or horror TV shows to watch, I do recommend that you take a look at it just in case you could have missed anything. Obviously, this has been the watch party for Dexter Resurrection episode 8. Episodes 1 through 7 are available on the channel in the event that any of you wish to take a gander at. I have also done a, let's see, it was a what the hell? A precaution and aftershock of the movie Weapons. So every time I go to watch a movie, I do a movie preview before I head out to the theater, and then a reaction video upon my return. So those are available. In addition to that, I have done, what do you call it? Trailer gut reactions to Alien Earth, which again sucks, and Predator Badlands, which also sucks. Yesterday was my playthrough of Warhammer 40k Space Hulk Deathwing. Oh, God. Round 2. So that having been said, now let's get to coming attractions. So, tomorrow I will be doing a Mind Games live stream of Warhammer 40k Space Hulk Deathwing Round 3. And on Sunday, I will try to do a watch party of Jaws 50th anniversary. I am delayed on that. Next week will be, like I said, the same TV watching watch party schedule. Alien Earth on Tuesdays. Can't forget that. The Wednesday episode 4 watch party and Dexter Resurrection watch party episode 9, the penultimate episode on Friday. I'm going to try to do Mind's Eye Inquisitions throughout the week. I do have a number of topics that I wanted to catch up on. For instance, Nia DaCosta finally admits that Candyman remake sucks. Oh, I can't wait to get to that. And a couple of other items that I've been meaning to get to. For instance, I want to do a horror news live stream titled Stars Paint the Town Red. So, we have just 2 more episodes left of Dexter Resurrection, which I will be doing, obviously, the Fridays that they come out. And remember, no matter which platform you're watching this on, subscribe, mother shubbers. So, mark your calendars and say your prayers. I've been incarnate, offering a word of caution. Fear the worst, so long you recognize who's best. Your fate? Time to subscribe to your fears.
Scary night, isn't it? Looks like right out of a horror movie or something.
See you in your dreams. Oh, come back anytime. Bring your friends.
Welcome to my nightmare.